Hey, another week upon us, and it's time for the Synth Weekly. So we're going to start out today with something really heavy and really hard. You're going to have to excuse me on this. It's kind of hard because I've been having a rough weekend to pronounce anything properly this week. So today we're going to start out with BETTOGH or BETTOGH. I've seen it both ways, and I forgot to ask him this week because this whole thing's been crazy. It's a great synthwave group. They dark synth, melodic synth. They do it all. This song is actually called Exoplanet. It's actually Hubrid and BETTOGH. Again, if I'm screwing up the names, I'm sorry. This song just starts out heavy. It's like a big. It's like meeting the villain for the first time, or they're fighting for the first time. The hero and the villain meeting up to clash and just hit each other. So. I mean, this is just a good, hard sound, good, beautiful synth, just what synth is supposed to be like. So, check it out. It's Exoplanet from Hubrid and BETTOGH. Thanks. that was hard hitting, and man, that was an awesome song. I mean, it's just you know, it starts kind of like slow, and then all of a sudden, bam, it hits you, and it's really good. And I mean, I love the you know, that hard hitting synth like that. That just gives you that thing. I don't really do it because I suck at it, but it's just one of those good things. It could be going games, could go into movies. You know, it can go into anything. Just where you need a villain and a hero to clash, and that's what it feels like to me. But I mean, it's just awesome. Next up, we're gonna go from one extreme to another. Next up is a group called Squares. They're out of Vienna, and their song is called excuse me, it's called Fortress, and it's a little different. We've gone from one side with that hard hit. Now we're going to go to the slower side singing. This is one I would call the best way to describe this is in a movie where the hero or the protagonist meets at a bar and it's in the background, or he's meeting the I don't want to say the heroine or the damsel that's going to need rescuing or is going to play a part in his life, the love interest, so to speak, and he's meeting him like in a bar and that's playing, or he and her are meeting up after all the action has happened, and this is the slow final meetup between the two. That's the vibe I got. It's a great synth pop song. It keeps you riveted. It's a little differently on the syncopation and everything, but the whole flow of the song is just awesome. So give it a chance. I mean, it's really good. It's called Squares, and it's Fortress.
I'm in my fortress, yeah. Too much information pouring in my head, thanks to aggregation, overload spreads. I need a fortress, my fortress, this is my fortress, yeah. Tingling, numbness, compound madness, chest pain, blackout, constraint, breakout, inside screaming, outside paling, rocking back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. I take a stone, build a wall, and then I build another. Leave my phone, take no call, cause I really couldn't bother. In my fortress, I'm in my fortress, yeah. Too much information pouring in my head, thanks to aggregation, overload spreads. I need a fortress, my fortress, this is my fortress, yeah. to aggregation, overload spreads. I need a fortress, my fortress, this is my fortress, yeah.
Like I said, it's kind of that little slow, good rhythm going, and it's just an awesome song. I mean, like I said, it just goes into that it goes into that movie scenes where where the protagonist and his love interest just they're meeting up, or the final meeting. It works on that. I love it. Next up, we're going into more. I'm calling it a gaming type song. Excuse me. The group is called Alpha Chrome Yayo. I told you I'm going to screw this up completely. Yayo, sorry. The song is called The Last Stand of TJ Lazer. Now, this song is literally, I'm gonna have to read his, then I'll give you mine. It's a C64 inspired Sonic showdown about a space cowboy going out with all guns blazing. The Last Stand of TJ Lazer is a hulking slab of over-the-top, shred-laden synthwave. I'm going to add to that. That is perfect. That is a perfect analogy of what, that's what the writer is saying. I'm going to go one step further. This is the one where you hear right before you meet the final boss of a game, of one of those hard-hitting gun games, or like Shinobi. It just goes and goes and goes, and then it gets that climax, and you've either beaten or lost, depending on how good you are at gaming. I suck, so so it's always lose for me. But this just keeps going, the shredding of the guitars and the synth mixing together. I mean, it just goes and goes and goes, and there's no lit up until the end. The only thing I would say about this song is, if you play this, turn down your speakers, turn down the volume on your speakers if you have a heavy treble at the beginning, because it's a heavy treble start and then it just goes off hard. But if you're not, it will scare you at quick, because it just it hits really quickly, and if you're not paying attention. But again, this thing's awesome. It's The Last Stand of TJ Lazer by Alpha Chrome Yayo. Sorry. On the treble part, I'm sorry. I was on the wrong song. I had two songs in my head at the same time. That one's just a straight guitar and bass. Sorry, but that song was awesome. You can't deny that was just like one of those songs that you just groove to as you're playing. You know, you can do it as Doom. You can play that in the background with Doom and just, you know, as you're fighting going up the stairs and fighting, it just works perfectly for any kind of gaming, or even in certain movies like some of these lower 80s movies that had, you know, you go run and face the villain, and you got to run up the stairs and face a whole bunch of other characters just before you meet the villain. I mean, that's just one of those heavy good songs. So I'm not going to say the name again because I suck. Next up is another great song. I mean, this just, the name of the song works perfectly for the whole idea. It is Eyeshadow 2600 FM. Merrill Cavanaugh out of Pennsylvania, of all places. So, another U.S. guy. The song is called NightCity 2385. And this is from his first track from his album, oh my God, Recall. And sorry, I can't see today. This NightCity 2385, that works perfectly as a perfect title, because this whole groove of the song says, okay, you're entering this sci-fi-esque city. It's heavy, you know, heavy sci-fi. And I want to say Blade Runner-ish as you enter the city, but this one's just a little bit more in depth. It's a great song. I mean, it's that whole welcome to the city outsider. Here's our beautiful but scary city. So welcome to hell, basically. I mean, it's not a hell song, but it's just like it's one of those you see in movies where the guy gets off the bus and they give a pan out to the city, the streets, and everything that's going on. You know, it gives you a little bit of everything in the city. This song pretty much says that, and it's awesome. I would check it out and check out the rest of their music. Again, it's NightCity 2385 by Eyeshadow 2600 FM. That's a lot to say. Check it out. I move my arms too much. That was an awesome song. I mean, like I said, it just encompasses the, hey, welcome to this new city in 2385. Great sci-fi sound. Next up, we're going to go the opposite direction again. We actually have one that I don't put into a sci-fi. I want to call this one more Pretty in Pink, the romantic comedy type sound, or I don't do many romantic comedies. I want to say Police Academy 5, is it 5? Assignment Miami Beach, you know, where they're the love scenes. The group is called Andante, and they're out of Los Angeles, and the song is called I Want Your Love, featuring Katie Mack. Katie Mack's doing the vocals on it, and it's awesome. It kind of gives you that vibe of romantic, you know, the two lovers are meeting together, and they're just, you know, it's meeting to have a romantic interlude, dinner, you know, whatever you want to, like on the beach. I want to put Pretty in Pink, some of those romantic comedies. I don't do many romantic comedies, so, you know, me trying to say, you know, what movie it comes from is not that great. The reason I put Police Academy 5, because when Lazard's nephew and that other cop, you know, they get together and they're kind of in a lovey-dovey kind of thing. That kind of gives me that vibe, or the vibe when they're on the beach, when everybody's on the beach together, and it's just, you know, they're meeting together as friendship, lovers, whatever. I mean, it just gives you that whole vibe of, you know, it's laid back, great bass line. You're just sitting there, you know, just grooving with it, and you lose track, and you can feel that, you know, there's love all around. So, I mean, it's a great track. So I'd give it so take a listen and just let me know what you think about it. I mean, or where do you think it might come from or work in? That's just my personal opinion. It's again, it's Andante, and it's I Want Your Love, featuring Katie Mack. Check it out.
This special, comes once in a lifetime for a chosen few.
I want your love, gotta have your love. I want your love, I want your love. I want your love, gotta have your love. I want your love. I want your love, gotta have your love. I want your love, I want your love. I want your love, gotta have your love.
I mean, there's no other way to describe what that was. I mean, it was just gives you that whole romantic comedy feel. You know, it gives you that everybody's in love, and it just works. I mean, it works for any kind of like movie, but I want to say romantic comedy. So I mean, it's awesome. So I mean, hopefully one day we'll hear it, and we're here in the movie soon. So hopefully. So let's go from one side to another. Next up, we're going to go to like a chiller type 80s sci-fi chiller villain kind of thing. That's what I call it. It's called Retro Reverb Records, and I meant to check it out because the title I got on the MP3 versus the title that was sent to me, it's Colin Bouchard, Strangler in Paradise, but it's also called Goondock Saint, Strangler in Paradise. I will admit that I didn't do my homework that well on that too well. So, but you can just look up. It's under Retro Reverb Records, and it's Strangler in Paradise. This kind of gives you that, you know, it's kind of a chiller feel. You can do it. You can do actually multiple ways on this one because the way the whole wave is set up, the whole synth is set up. You can do. It says Strangler in Paradise. It could be the villain running. It could be car chase because the way the whole line works. And I mean, there's so much you can do with this one because it encompasses so much, and with the synth sound, you know, with just the straight chorus versus the with the bass line, that great running bass line. So I'm calling this one kind of like the with the names, I'm gonna call the villain's actually chasing down somebody, chasing his victim, or whatever. I mean, it's a great song. It's just I have to apologize. I didn't do my homework. So it's Colin Bouchard, Retro Reverb Records, Goondock Saints. It's Strangler in Paradise. Give it a listen and let me know what you think. I mean, what I say, it kind of encompasses, you know, so many things you could do with that, and so many genres. So it kind of works, and I mean, not genres, but so many scenes that it kind of works out, and you just go, okay, it could be your killer chasing somebody, it can be a car chase scene, you know, it could just encompass anything. So it works perfectly for anything, and I'm just really sad that I screwed up the names so badly, but I will fix that in the description down below. Next up is Kevin Silva. It's Lord Nikon. I told you I'm gonna screw this up. He's a dark synth. He calls it black synth. I will also say kind of like a drum synth because it's really hot. The song is called Crypt Killer, and it's from his. It's the final track from his album Castle Blackheart. This is one of those that is actually one of those that are heavy. This is like, I want to call this, you can use this in a game, horror movie, chiller, even in anything else. My version of it would be like the gangs all get together and they're all fighting, or the bad guys are attacking this town, and it's just heavy duty, you know, horror synth kind of feel to it. Here's the term dark synth, but I mean it's just hard hitting, and it's like just keeps going, and you just want to, you know, it kind of gives you that feel that somebody's getting beaten by a gang, or you know, some kind of evil is going on, and you know, it's like you got a lot of flashing lights. You know, it could even be used in a kung fu movie. That's how kind of would work out. So give it a listen. It's Lord Nikon, and it's called Crypt Killer. Check it out and just let me know. I mean, that was a heavy song, wasn't it? I mean, so I just hope it. I want to see. My thing is, I want to see. The reason I put movies in is because hopefully I want to see a lot of this music in the movies, because that's what they deserve. They deserve to be in like movies, be played in everybody's radio, and just they need to be played more. I always put movies because that's my personal goal. Is I kind of like to do, you know, B movies, A movies, you know, whatever. I mean, my music is kind of way on the other side of the world, but of movies. But it's cool, something in the background. These guys on all my episodes, you know, they fit in any kind of movie. Doesn't matter if it's 80s, 90s, even now. It would fit, like, or in games. You know, that's my whole thing. It's like, you know, these guys, these people need to be put into something, and they need to be listened to. So give them a great listen. I mean, and follow them all on their social media and check their stuff out. Apologies if I'm talking kind of fast this week, because I'm dealing with a very bad cold and trying to hold in coughing between and not have to edit it a lot. So apologies on that. I appreciate everybody listening to my music. Listen to my show and my music. If you want to hear more, just follow all these social media accounts that are below. Follow me at synthredneck.com. Make sure you like and subscribe. You can also follow me on Twitter at Synth Redneck. My Instagram is Synth Redneck. So just follow me on there. If you want to hear more music like that, great music, and just to carry along, follow their Spotify pages. Also, check out radiodarktunnel.net. That's the Dark One Martin, Darkfather as he's called. He plays a lot of that and a lot of other great music on his on his radio show. It is radio. It's online radio. You can just put it on. Just go to his saying. It's radiodarktunnel.net. I'll add the description. I'll add the website down there. But just check out all these artists from my episodes and any future episodes, and just make sure you hit the bell to be notified when it happens every Monday. I'm sorry, when I have it out. Not always going to be Monday or Tuesday. But like I said, all these artists deserve your attention, and they deserve as much attention as they can get, and as much love as you can give them. So check them out. Follow them on Instagram. Follow them on their Twitter, Instagram, SoundCloud, Bandcamp, whatever they're on. Make sure you play them on their Spotify. Just give them all a listen. They all deserve it. Anyway, I'll be back next week to give another snippet of synth artist. Hope everybody has a great week this week. Later. Bye.